I get it, you're scrolling through endless recliner options, trying to figure out if any of them actually fit the cramped corner of your living room without turning the whole space into a circus act. A friend of mine just called me, half excited, half frustrated, because she found a chair that claims to hug the wall and even has USB-C ports, but she wasn't sure if it was a gimmick or a genuine space saver. Before you drop cash on something that might end up as a decorative paperweight, let's break down what this power wall hugger recliner actually brings to a small space setup, and whether the convenience of built-in charging is enough to tip the scales. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the whole idea of a wall hugger is built around the pain point of narrow rooms where a traditional recliner would need a full foot of clearance to swing back. The design of this chair tucks the seat and backrest close to the wall, shaving off roughly a foot of depth compared to a standard recliner. In a studio apartment, that difference can be the line between a functional lounge area and a blocked pathway. I spent a couple of evenings measuring my own living room corner, then imagined the chair folded into that space. The math checked out, there's still room for a coffee table and a slim bookshelf without feeling cramped. Now, the USB-C charging ports are the headline feature that most people will notice first. They're tucked into the armrests, so you can slide your phone, tablet, or even a small laptop onto the side and keep them juiced while you binge watch or read. The ports are powered by an internal adapter, meaning you don't have to run a separate charger to the floor. In real life, that translates to fewer tangled cords and a cleaner aesthetic, especially handy if you have kids who love to pull cables out of the wall. I tried charging a phone and a pair of wireless earbuds simultaneously, and both devices topped up without any noticeable slowdown, suggesting the power output is at least the standard 5V/2A you'd expect from a wall charger. What the chair does well is marry that tech convenience with a modern rolled arm silhouette. The brown upholstery gives it a neutral, almost mid-century vibe that can blend with a variety of decor styles, from sleek black and white setups to warmer, wood-accented rooms. The rolled arms also double as a place to rest a book or a glass of water, which is a tiny but appreciated detail when you're settled in for a movie marathon. But no product is without trade-offs, especially when the design is geared toward space efficiency. Because the chair leans into the wall, the recline angle is more modest than a full-size recliner that swings far back. If you're the type who likes to lay almost flat to nap, you might find the recline stops a bit early, roughly at a 100-degree angle, give or take. That's not a flaw per se, it's a consequence of the compact mechanism. For most living room lounging, reading, gaming, watching TV, it's more than adequate, but power nappers may want a deeper recline. Another practical consideration is the seat cushion thickness. To keep the overall depth down, the padding is on the slimmer side. It feels firm enough to support you for an hour or two, but you'll notice the difference if you plan to sit for extended periods without moving. In my testing, adding a small lumbar pillow made the experience noticeably more comfortable for longer sessions. So, if you have chronic back issues or simply crave a plush feel, you might need that extra accessory, which is an added cost to keep in mind. Weight capacity is another hidden factor. The frame is built from a blend of metal and engineered wood, which holds up well under normal use, but the manufacturer lists a maximum load of around 250 pounds. That's fine for most adults, but couples sharing the chair should be aware of that limit, especially if one of you is on the heavier side. Who should buy this recliner? If you live in a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, a studio, or a home theater room where every inch counts, this is a strong candidate. It's also ideal for tech-savvy users who appreciate having charging ports right at arm's reach, reducing the need for extension cords or charging stations that clutter the floor. People who spend a lot of time in the same spot, students studying, remote workers taking quick breaks, or families settling in for a Netflix binge will benefit from the built-in power and the sleek look that doesn't dominate the room. Who should skip it? If you have a spacious living area and prefer a deep recline lounge chair that lets you practically lie down, a traditional recliner with a full foot of swing clearance will feel more indulgent. Also, if you're looking for a heavy-duty chair that can support more than 250 pounds, or if you need a plush overstuff,